I just wanted to share this with you. So basically what I'm trying to show you here. So I used the rest of my flour to make bread, to make some bread, but I had a little bit too much water, but it is elasticy. So since it was like this, I thought, why don't I make some apple fritters with it? And I have these apples, so I'm going to boil them. I'm going to put a little bit of this dough aside to make apple fritters. And I'm going to cook this. So that's what we're going to start with right now. So, excuse me. I just ate a dried banana. So we're just going to put this on here. This already has sugar and cinnamon on it. So we're just going to add water. I'm going to add some water. And then we're just going to cook that and dehydrate them. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to split up some of the dough. So I'm going to have to move this so I can put you guys up there. Yeah, I figured I'll make something sweet out of it too. And then, oops, and then I got my deep fryer on. And then I'm going to make some fry bread as well. And then I do have some potato flour here. And so I am going to try to just mix that to make a little bit of a bread too from this. So I am a single person pretty much, so I just need a little bit of everything. All right, so we're going to grab this bowl, and I'm going to put some of this dough. It's already like the yeast is working. I had to use old-fashioned yeast, and so I had to put it in water first, and then put it in the rest of it. Oh yeah, this dough is very elasticy. Like I think you could almost make, like if you just kept, kneading this, it would eventually turn into like more of a dough that is not so sticky. But this is a very stretchy dough. So how am I going to get it out of there? I'm going to have to use this. Okay. I just want to put some, oh, it doesn't want to stay on there. I'm going to put some in this one. To make, I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg into this dough, and then some sugar. And then once those are cooked, I will add them into this dough, and then we're going to deep fry them. We're going to make some apple fritters. Hey, there's a message held for review. I don't know what that is, but we'll check in a minute. So I'm only going to make a couple fritters. It's only me here. I'm only by myself. Still by myself. Don't have a roommate yet. I'm supposed to be getting a roommate, but not yet. I don't have one yet. Okay, so that one we're going to leave for that. And then I'm just going to add some of the potato flour in here. And then my grease is almost hot, and I'm going to make some fry bread. I'm thinking if I should just make it fry bread out of this before I add the potato flour, but because this is already very stretchy dough, I think it's going to be very good. If I make a little loaf of bread or whatever, I think it's going to be really good. I can't do that, whisk it like that, but yeah. It says old-fashioned yeast does work really well. Hey, way up to it. Hey, Freddie. Nice to see y'all. I don't know. Let's see what the message is to help for review. Oh my gosh. So YouTube cares that how many emojis you put on. So I've never really used potato flour, but we're gonna add it because I don't have any of the other flour, and I'm hoping that this works. All right. Hoping that this works to get this into more of a bread form. I always improvise. I like to use up everything that I have. And I've never tried potato flour or rice flour, but We gotta go check that for a minute. I might as well take you guys with me so you can see what's happening. All right, so I should take that water off. There. Okay. Give it a little stir. So I'm just gonna turn it down so that it can sit there and simmer. And I'm gonna add a little bit of spices in there. We're gonna put a little bit of allspice. Oh, that's a little maybe too much. Oh, I should have put this instead. This is the apple. It's already all in one. You know, the apple one. They don't have to put the cinnamon individually. So I just put the apple pie. Put quite a bit, and then I got to add a little more sugar, because there's a little bit water, and I want that water to get thick. So I'm gonna have to add a little bit of starch to it yet too. So I'm gonna add a little starch to it in a minute. Hello, Luce. Hello, Zachary. Would it be? Would it be? All right, so we're gonna let this simmer there while we work on this. While we work on this dough over here, and then we're gonna add to that dough for that's gonna be for the fritters. This is gonna be for fry bread and bread. You're disgusting, Enemy Nelson. Y'all disgusting, okay? You disgusting. Dirty little psycho. Has nothing better to do than troll an old lady. For reals? I can say that. I'm almost 50. I can say I'm an old lady. I can write. I demand some respect. Put some respect on my name. Yo, disgusting. Oh, fuck. Now I'm getting my flour everywhere. Gee. That's what I think of you. You know? And if there's a, yeah, I don't need you in here if you're going to be a troll or an asshole. So what if people call me sexy? So what? So what? So are you jealous, or who are you? Or are you trolling for somebody? Are you trolling for an ex or something that I've already told to hook up? Sad. I'm gonna start, or an ex-friend or whatever. Sometimes when I end certain friendships or something, all of a sudden there's a troll in my chat. It's funny. It's funny how that works. You know what I mean? Some people just don't get it. Some people just don't get it. I don't put up with toxic energy anymore. Toxic people, Yes, I'm a spiritual guidance. I help people with their spirituality and connect more to the spirit. But some people need God. They don't need messages. They don't need guidance from me. They need guidance from God. They need to listen to God more. All right. So I've never used potato flour. And definitely, if you're not a God believer, then I can never help you. Then you shouldn't even hang around me. Hey, everybody that's coming in. So, the grease is hot. I want the grease to not be, burnt, so I'm turning the grease off for a minute. And we have some crazy weather here. I'm so done with snow already. I want to get out of my house coat and into my bikini. So I can be sexy like that person said. First they said I'm disgusting, and then saying that people call me sexy. What? What are you on, person? What are you on? Who are you? Why are you here? Who sent you? I'm just gonna start asking people who sent them when they're acting all weird in my chat. Okay, I'm gonna start saying who sent you. We're all disgusting. A lot of humans are disgusting. I try to be a better person every day, you know. And if there's something about me that I think is disgusting, I try to fix that. But I don't know about everybody else, but I can speak for myself, you know. I can speak for myself. That I am somebody that fixes my life. I don't just blame everybody else. I only blame people for the bullshit that, you know, if somebody apologizes and then they still keep doing bullshit that they apologize for, then that's not a true apology, and that's not true anything. So that I don't deal with that no more. I don't like allow people to just you know, use my energy when they need me, when they need it. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of butter on here, a little bit of butter, in a minute. But I gotta check this. Gotta check my my apples. I'm gonna put a little bit of sugar. Sugar, sugar. Honey, honey. What song is that? Sugar, sugar. Honey, honey. I have white and brown sugar mixed. Is that disgusting too? We're mixing them. I'm putting 2 tablespoons in it. And then I am going to put a little bit of this sugar. Sugar, sugar. Honey, honey. I'm just using this because I ended up having no white sugar, so I ended up putting the brown sugar in here, but this is my white sugar thing. So then I didn't want to like empty the brown sugar, and I didn't want to just use brown sugar, so I just added the white sugar, and now I'm just going to finish it up so then I can start with the white sugar again. But anyways, so we're going to add that sugar in that dough that we're going to make the dumplings with. And this is probably not the way you make dumplings, but that's the way I'm making them. So we're just going to do this. And then I'm going to mix that stuff into here. Alright. So I'm not going to add any flour or anything to it over there. We're just going to add this to this dough. And I just want to cool it down a little bit. Don't want it to be piping hot. I want to see if the apple is cooked all the way through too. What am I cooking? Some apple dumplings from my dehydrated apples that I had. I dehydrated some apples before. And now I'm going to make something yummy. I'm going to pour it. I've never made this before like this, so we're just going to put it in there, and I'm just going to try to mix it up. I don't know how that will work, but I'd have to leave it for a minute to let it all kind of add together. And the grease is hot to make these, and I'm going to make some fry bread, and then I'm going to make a loaf with the rest of it. Or I could make a pizza too, actually. Do I have, oh yeah, I have feta cheese. I don't have any other cheese, just feta cheese and Parmesan cheese. So I need to see how this is all mixing together now. Oh. And we can probably just drop spoonfuls inside the hot grease, and then it'll just make them fritters. But you could also just bake this, but that would take longer. Then you might have to add more flour if you're going to bake this into a loaf. But yeah, so here we have the apples right in there. As you can see, they're all everything is mixed now. Okay, now I can take my house coat off because I'm warm enough now. I don't like being cold, and so I don't like being cold. Okay, so let's get you oils over here, and I'm gonna start dropping them into the oil. Give the doggy some water. Give her some water. All right, we gotta have everything ready that we're gonna drop them in after. We're gonna put them somewhere after when they're done. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to hold it while I do this. I'm gonna plug it in again. All right, now see what the temperature is at. Okay, so it's still pretty hot. So we'll just, it cooled down a little bit, but let's put one in there. Let's put some in there. All right, let's get this over here. And then I'm gonna have to bring it close to it so I can do this with one hand. All right, let's try this. All right. Okay, this ain't gonna work. Wish I had somebody holding this for me here. Okay, let's just pour something. Let's see if that works. Let's try it. Gotta do these dishes up. All right, let's grab this thing right here. Look at that. Oh, that was my hand. And then I think I want to probably dip them in some sugar right away when they come out. All right, let's grab some sugar. Let's grab some sugar. Some sugar. Sugar. Oh yeah, put it. Actually, that's where we're gonna put them in. This is where we're gonna put them in. And grab some bowl. I'm gonna put some apple cinnamon in here. And mix it up. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna drop this donut. It was already put this donut in here. Oh, look at this. Let's try one. Let's try one. Ah, it's hot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, donuts. Oh, here you go, guys. Have a bite. Oh, hot. All right, I'm gonna drop some more in there. I'm just gonna use my spoon the best that I can. All right, I'm just gonna do a couple at a time. Oh, I just put some oil on the. Now, what shape they turn out, I can't control that. Look at that one. Look at that one. Huh? Looks like a. You know what? It looks like that. It ain't my fault. It looks like it's falling off the balls. This penis. Yeah, that person that came in here gave me a dirty mind. There it is. That's what they did. They gave me a dirty mind. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that one's a big one. Oh, this is good. Here you go, guys. Look at that. Mm. Perfectly cooked, even near the apples. It's not doughy at all. Mmm. All right. All right, we got the wiener here. I said I'm not responsible for what shape they turn out to be. Look at this one. All right, I'll show it to you in a minute. It's a weird one. They all look weird. All right, let's go. I'm going to turn the other ones over. There's two of them that are pretty cool. One almost looks like A dinosaur or a rat or something. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Just want to get them all in here. I was thinking of, I was kind of thinking of maybe I should make banana fritters. But then I decided on apple fritters. I decided to do apple fritters instead. Alright, let's leave that for a second. Put these in here. Rinse this out because it's not even dirty. Just use it for the flour. Alright, and I left this dough here sitting here like that because I was going to make some fry bread. So that's why I haven't even taken that out. Alright, let me take you guys with me while I do this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to take that one right now. This one right here. Kind of looks like a rat too. Look at that. It looks like a rat. Oh, it even got a foot. We're going to put it in there. And then I'm just going to wick it around in there. Wiggle it around. Put the sugar on it. Alright. Then put that one there. Then take the other one out. The other big one that we had over here. This one, I think this one's done. Oh, yeah, I think this one's done. This one kind of looks like a grenade. Look at it. Some sort of grenade. How easy it is. This is just this dough is just flour, yeast, sugar, a little tiny bit. Well, in the dough is a little bit of sugar for bread, and that's it. Like flour, sugar, yeast, and I had to use the old-fashioned yeast today. I'm gonna turn that one over. Oh, there's one turn over there, baby. There we go. Ah, turn back over again. Doesn't want to be on that side. Alright, we'll just do this then. Because that cooks it from the top when you do this. When you do that with it. Makes the top brown. Just want to turn over. I'm just going to hold it there for a minute. These are pretty much done, I think. Might have to add a little more sugar. I don't know. This one I think is done. Alright. I think I got just enough sugar for all of them. That's perfect. Because I haven't had bread for a couple of days, so I needed my bread. I need something bready. I was probably eating bread when I was a little tiny kid, like a baby. When I was a baby, I was probably a couple months old eating bread already. I don't know, I like bread. Alright, now we're going to make some just plain. We're going to make some just plain fry bread. Yep, so this one here, So we're going to put all those in there. And then I'm going to put the rest of the sugar on top. There we go. Alright, I'm going to rinse my hand off. Look what kind of mess I made. Doesn't take much. Alright, let's make some regular fry bread. So, because I put the potato flour in it, and I didn't put oil and I didn't cover it to turn it over and stuff, it's not as elasticy anymore. But this is a nice piece of bread here. All right, we're just gonna pinch off little pieces, and we're just gonna flatten it. We're just gonna flatten it as much as you can. You can make it as big as you want. Just keep on squeezing. That's why I'm using my finger and my thumb. This is not as elasticy as because of the potato flour in it. It's kind of falling apart. So we know how that reacts. Now we're gonna put that in the hot grease, and I'm probably gonna just make like 2 or 3 of them. And they're good for anything. Like you can eat anything with them. Put some beans on them, put some cheese on them, or whatever. I might just keep a little piece of dough too to make some pizza. Like just make some olive. I got some olive oil. I got some olives. We're going to make a little veggie pizza. Olives and tomatoes maybe, and onions or something like that. And I'm sorry I didn't read anybody's chat yet. You know, when I'm cooking, I love to see you guys in there, and I hope that you guys are just chatting with each other and stuff like that. Because it's hard for me to keep track of the chat. Well, I'm gotta focus on my food. Now I'm gonna use this. Turning it over. Just turning those 2 over. And this is the last one I'm going to make. I'm just putting it here on the counter. And I'm going to put some butter on it. Come on out. We're going to let this dough rise. And I'm just going to put a little butter on it. Because I didn't put any oil in the dough, so I'm just using my hand is, you know, our hands are like really good tools. So I'm putting it on the bottom. Oops. Just putting it in the bottom like this, and then I'm just going to close it up with like that. This is small enough though that I can do this. And I'm just going to put it in the pan, and then we're going to put, I'm just going to put a cover on it. Okay, I got to grab this bread. So this is the fry bread. It's ready. And where am I going to put that? Oh yeah, in a plate. We'll put it in a plate. On the fancy plate. The other one has to be cooked a little bit more, and we're going to put this other one in there. There's so many things you can make from one thing. That's what I wanted to show you guys. Like if you make bread dough, there's so much you can do with it. Because yes, bread takes like quite a long time to make, and sometimes you're hungry in between that, you know. So you gotta make other things that you can make quickly. So yeah. I'm gonna turn. I got dishes to do now, but here's the fry bread, and I'll break a piece off. It's really good. Really good with just eating it like that. Mm-hmm. I got another one here. Bread. The last one. I'll let you see the last one while I'm cooking it. My tablet is so greasy right now. You don't even know. Look how curly that one is. You can make a really good fry bread taco with this. You can make tacos with it too. Fry bread tacos. This is not the native fry bread, but this is the German fry bread. And they both work great. I've done it with the native fry bread, Native American fry bread is more with it's a baking powder bread, base bread, and this one here is a yeast based bread. So both of them work for frying. Those doughs all work for frying. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn off the grease here. I'm just gonna cook that side a little bit more. Sometimes when you push it down, it does cook a little faster. Looks great, thank you, and delicious, thank you. Oh, that was Annie. Alright, look at this. Look at this, baby. Just let it grease drip off of there. I've already turned it off. And there it is. Here's that. I'm going to use this towel to cover the dough. And until it is risen. And then we'll be back. And I will clean off this counter and stuff, obviously. And maybe eat some, I'm going to eat some fritters. Let's eat another fritter. Let's eat another fritter. Gosh. Let me wash my hands. Give me just a second. Get that dough off my hands. Alright, Shelby. Alright, let's grab a fritter, and I guess I gotta grab something. Just each small one. Here it is. I want to take a proper shot of this though. This is what I made already. That. And that. And that together. That and that together. So there's so many different things you can make with it. We're going to eat this one here. So good. And then we got bread over here. Yeah, we got everything. Alright, so. Can I take a picture with all of them? Let me see if I can do a screenshot. Okay, wait a second. Let's do a screenshot. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, let's try it really quick. Okay, it doesn't work, I guess, when you're live. Well, did it work? Oh, it did work. Okay, let's try a better one. Okay, now it did that again. The right way. Okay. One more try. Okay, it did it. Alright, good. Okay. Let's sit down and have a proper sit down for this. This tablet is so messy. Alright, guys, I'm gonna eat this now. Let you have a bite. Again, take a bite. Bite the ear off. Alright, so I want to pull it apart first. Oh, yeah, look at the apple right there. The apple, so good. And so if you don't have apples and you have dehydrated apples, or even, that's a good way to do things like, I made these dehydrated apples for actually to go camping and stuff like that. And you can make this kind of stuff in camping too. Mm-hmm. Still hot, but not too hot. The steam's still coming off of it. Today I'm eating dessert first. And I'm sorry for the people that are gluten-free. I'm sorry. I need my gluten. But there's some potato. Oh yeah, this one doesn't have the potato flour. The other one does. I just did some watering the plants today. And organizing my shelves a little bit around. Sunday is pretty much my chill day. All right, thank you for being here, hanging out with me, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. I hope you go make something yummy too. Sometimes it can be very easy and you can make something yummy. Simple is good sometimes. All right, bye y'all.